Leos, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. My name is Dee. So this is going to be for April 8th through the 18th. Keep in mind that this is general, so that means not all the messages are going to match with your specific situation. And if you'd like something personal, the information for that is in the description box below. So the roles could be reversed, and the gender of the cards don't matter. So let's see what you guys have coming up. Justice. Ooh, karma. The Empress, the Wheel. Ooh, major karma. Look at that. Both karma cards. The Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Empress, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. Ooh, the World, the Emperor. Major endings going on. If this is a situation between a mother figure and a father figure, that situation has officially ended. You could have been married to someone that, you had some sort of stability with long term, but someone's going to receive karma because of how they treated the Empress. Do you see how the Ten of Swords is right underneath the Empress? You're either the Emperor or the Empress, feminine or masculine energy, depending on who you are. Someone here is receiving karma because of how they treated you. This was a situation that possibly had children involved. If it didn't have children involved, there was a lot of family and outside interference. Someone here decided to, go out, possibly get someone new, just be shady and wishy-washy. Someone traded their family for someone on the outside that was not even worth it. If this was not a situation where you were married, it's like you were in a relationship with someone that had the potential to be long-term. Like this was a connection that could be sustained, but someone decided, that they wanted something else. They decided to close out the cycle. It's a masculine energy with the Emperor. The Emperor decided to close out the cycle because they wanted something different or something new, which is fine. You just have to communicate properly to the person that you're with and not betray them. It's okay for people to fall out of love. The karma comes in when you're trying to be shady and wishy-washy and you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, and you just disregard other people's feelings and emotions. That's why this Emperor is about to get karma. I don't know who you are, but the karma is right underneath the person that had the most control of the relationship or the connection. The Emperor is someone who, they're wise, or at least they're supposed to. They're supposed to have integrity. They're supposed to be the type of person that wants to take care and provide for the people around them, but they chose to close out the cycle, and now they're receiving karma because they involved other people in this relationship that ended up hurting this Empress. And it's not just one mistake where this Empress was hurt. No, it was betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. This is like repeated patterns and behavior. This is not a mistake. Someone was consciously making a choice to hurt another person and disregard, how it was going to affect them. So this Empress received trauma in some way. This could be you. You've had to recover from what this Emperor has done to you, and you have recovered beautifully. You should pat yourself behind the back. Don't even worry about what anybody says about you, because you have leveled up so hard that this Emperor is intimidated by you and they still want you back. So in the past, you could have been in that page energy where, either you were young or you were just inexperienced. You just weren't at the position of where you are now. You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and you're also a master manifester. So anything that you want, as long as you're consistent and you put in time and dedication and effort towards it, you're going to get what you want. You wanted this Emperor initially as the Empress because you felt like this person was your other half. If you had children with them, you foresaw yourself having some sort of future with this Emperor, but they didn't want you. Something happened along the way where this Emperor felt like, okay, well, I know what this Empress has to offer me. I'm good on that. Let me go explore and see what else is out there, which is fine. You just can't be deceptive when you're in this energy. And that's what this person did. They consistently chose other people over you, whether it was family members, friends. This Empress was betrayed to the point where she was basically dead inside. She or he, basically dead inside, had to come up from the dead. This is like Phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy. Getting betrayed so hard to the point where you just want to kill yourself, or you're depressed, or you're at rock bottom, but you have overcome all of that. And I'm so grateful and happy that you have, because now this Emperor, you were the one in tears. You were the one crying. You were the one, feeling, and I almost want to cry. Like, that's how much I'm tapping into this. This Emperor is about to get it now. With the Ten of Pentacles, if there was family interference, that's going to be sorted out as well. Especially with the Ten of Pentacles, this could have been a man or masculine energy that was more focused on money and material things rather than family and love and emotions and things like that. And so this they're learning a major lesson. You, as the Empress, have served this Emperor by teaching them a major lesson. They're never going to treat anybody the way that they treated you. And yes, it sucks because you may have to kind of move on to life seeing this Emperor treat other people better than they treated you. but the karma that they're about to receive is so severe. Yeah, they're not going to be an emperor anymore. Actually, let me get another deck. That way I can get some additional messages. Yeah, remember how I said they're not going to be an emperor anymore? They're going from the emperor to the knight, like literally digressing. This person had everything. They had the family, possibly even the children. They had a secured home that if you just tended to that and you continue to put in work and time and effort, you could have had an empire. But instead, either this person was greedy, they were ungrateful, they didn't appreciate what the universe was bringing to them, which is someone that has the potential to bring them fortune. This is not just, you know, some money here and there. No, as the Empress and the Emperor together, you guys could have an empire. But yeah, as the Knight of Wands is here, this person decided to be flighty, in and out, inconsistent. This was someone that was constantly in and out of your life because they felt like you were a revolving door and that they could do whatever they want. This was the type of man or woman that, you know, liked to chase after passion and chemistry, the type of man that constantly had a wandering eye, or woman, and they did not appreciate what they had in front of them. They didn't appreciate the family. They didn't appreciate the relationship. And so this person is learning a major lesson. You see how the King of Wands is in reverse? This person was shady. They were a player. They were untrustworthy, impulsive. They did not want to commit. Exactly. The Hierophant in reverse. They didn't want to commit to you. Even if they married you, they were still acting like they were single. Like, this is like someone that was literally for the streets. Because what do they want? They wanted the partnership. They wanted to feel whole. They wanted to feel your love. They wanted the whole package, but they were not willing to put in the work or the time or the effort to sustain what was given to them, because this is a treasure. If there was children involved, maybe a boy, could be a girl, your child is going to grow up to see, you know, who their parent was. They're going to see who truly put in the effort and the time and the dedication, because one person here slacked off and did whatever they wanted, and the other person tried their best. Even if, you know, the Empress is not perfect, but she or he at least tried their best to make this connection or this, you know, relationship work. And each time this person put their best foot forward, this is what happened. Betrayal over betrayal over betrayal. Some sort of communication came in, or, you know, some sort of movement. So these two people could have moved away from each other. Because I don't feel the relationship necessarily here. I just feel like you guys have some sort of tie together for life. So it could be children, or maybe you just have, you know, the same circle of friends. Basically, this Empress is going to be in this Emperor's life for a while. So as a World card is here, you were here to teach this Emperor cycle of, you know, treating people how they deserve and appreciating what you have, because now this Emperor is going to get everything taken away from them. The family, the money, the resources, the opportunities. Major karma here. Justice on top of Wheel of Fortune, that's like karma on top of karma. With the World, that's like karmic cycles ending. You could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, maybe even Aries, but there's some sort of communication that you're about to have. And Justice again. Yeah. Someone's dealing with major karma. The universe does not step down like this. This is more of like the energy of God. God does not come down this way unless this type of betrayal was severe. When I say someone almost killed themselves, I'm happy that you're here if, you know, you were in this energy. This is severe. I wouldn't want anybody to go through this type of torment. I don't even want the Emperor to go through this type of torment, because it's like loss of hope, like despair. It's just the worst betrayal that you could possibly have. And this was a reoccurring theme. One of these swords was the situation that like was the major nail in the coffin. So this could have been like the Emperor going off and having a child somewhere else, bringing someone else into the equation, possibly even, you know, sleeping with a family member. People are shady, and I'm starting to realize that. Like, you might think that because you're a good person and that you just want love and light, you just want to, you know, bring happiness and love into other people, that other individuals are that way, but it's not. This is a dog-eat-dog world, and when you have someone that you can trust, someone that is worth building with, you don't betray them in this type of way. Why is the Four of Swords here? Because of the Two of Swords as well. I feel like you are in the energy of resting, contemplating, retreating, like you're healing. There's major healing that's needed to be able to overcome this. Yes, you've done most of the work, but you have to continue pushing forward and continue putting love and effort and time into yourself. Because I feel like the reason why this Emperor was able to do so much damage is because you didn't want to see things for what they are. It's like looking at the world from rose-colored glasses. And whenever you have family together, you know, children, yes, it's difficult to separate yourself, but you have to kind of be that person that you want your children to look up to. If you were to stay in the energy of, you know, just being complacent, being a doormat, this emperor would have continued doing what they were doing. But you learned, which I'm so proud of you once again, because like I'm saying, this 10 of Swords, I almost want to cry, because that's how like loss of hope, despair, like just no hope in the world or in love in general. But you have recovered beautifully. As the Empress is here, this is also a time for you, if you know you're the person that's done wrong, to lick your wounds, because look, you have a band-aid on your head. This person caused you major trauma, like mental trauma as well. This could be the type of man that may have even, or woman, that may have even been abusive, because sometimes women are abusive, and that's just some topics that aren't really communicated about, because I don't know, society is just weird to me. But yeah, if you are a masculine energy that was abused by a woman, you need to go talk to someone about it, whether it's a therapist, a counselor, because I understand like with men sometimes they don't feel like they can be vulnerable in that way, but there's something that needs to be healed. You're not healed 100%. You're still carrying those burdens and those wounds that this emperor has, you know, brought into your life. It's also a time with the Four of Pentacles to really hold back. Only invest in people that are investing into you. Don't give your money away. Only spend your money on yourself right now, because especially with justice, this could be some sort of legal paperwork. If it's not a divorce, it's taxes, stimulus, some sort of money that's coming in. This emperor will be tempted to manipulate you just so that they can get that money that you're about to receive with the 10 of Pentacles, because that's right on top of the emperor as well. Why is this 10 of Pentacles here? Yeah, this person wants to take your money. Look, 8 of Pentacles. You see how these coins are here? Well, back here, it's just a hologram. It's just like the illusion of having money. This person was toxic. They were sent to you by the devil to bring you down. But you have overcome this devil energy, because with entities, how they come to you is by the closest people around you. With the devil being here, you had some sort of toxic tie to this emperor that involved both of you feeding into each other's addiction. So this could be the type of man that will like purposely give you drugs, or woman purposely give you drugs and, you know, purposely buy drinks for you, because they want you to stay in that energy of confusion. That's how this emperor thrives, through control. So they're going to want to control you through outside factors that will also, you know, just mess with your mind, because you couldn't see things clearly. The female in this situation was not able to see left from right. So you were kind of stuck in this stalemate energy where like your intuition was telling you one thing, but then your head was telling you another, but then your emotions wanted you to still hold on to this person. Like, it's a very confusing place to be, and especially if you're being abused. That's how like Stockholm syndrome happens. Like, abuse will affect the way someone thinks, the way they feel isolated, the fact that they feel like they can't talk to someone about it. What's going to happen to these family members that were involved? 3 of Pentacles. Oh, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, they're not only going to have some sort of I don't want to say mental issues, but they're going to ruminate over this. The type of like anxiety and depression that they caused you, something's going to happen to these people's lives where it's going to make them think of, how did I get to this position? Like, what did I do for me to be in this energy? And that's when they'll think of you and think of everything that you went through. These family members are going to have financial problems for the next 3 years. They're going to have work issues. They're going to deal with people that are impulsive, people that don't, you know, really care about them. And they're going to miss opportunities with the 4 of Cups. These people that were involved with the situation of the Empress being betrayed, not even betrayed, this is like full-on abuse. These people that were involved in this Emperor being abused, basically even gang stalking, they could have ganged up on this woman because of this Emperor. So let's say if this Emperor's family members, you know, were constantly bullying this Empress energy, all of that's going to come back, which is why I said the divine does not give people mental issues or mental problems unless you did it to someone else, because everything that you put out there, it's going to come back in return. It's like a boomerang effect. So you always have to be careful about how you treat other people. With the High Priestess, this situation, if anything that it's taught you is that you should always listen to your gut every single time, and it will never stray you in the wrong direction. Your gut was telling you that there was something off about this dynamic the whole time you were with them, but you weren't able to see or, you know, listen to that inner voice. So it's important that you listen to that inner voice, because whatever secrets were revealed, that's what caused this ending in the relationship. And it also caused the Empress to be in this 9 of Swords energy. So someone has either gained some sort of depression issues based off of this dynamic, maybe even anxiety, because sometimes when you deal with energy vampires and people that are entity possessed, your health will decline quickly. So if you've separated from this Emperor and you've noticed like now you have peace of mind, now you're not as anxious as you used to be, you're not gaining as much weight or you're not losing weight, it's because this person was siphoning your energy. Everything that they were putting you through, it was so much stress that it was manifesting in your body. At least that's what I'm seeing. So with the Eight of Wands, there's some sort of movement or communication that's going to happen. So if you're already in separation with this person, they're going to want to communicate about possibly, coming back. No, do not do that at all. Do not put yourself back in this devil energy, because you were bound to this person. And the things that were keeping you bound was devil energy, that lower vibrational energy as well. So do what's best for yourself in this situation, because you've already been through a lot. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, the devil, exactly. Continue pushing forward, because you have been betrayed and stabbed in the back. I'm talking to, the person that was victimized in this situation. You had to go through this alone. Possibly, isolated to the point where you felt like no one could understand. Just know with the Two of Pentacles, if you were in a position where financially you were struggling or where, nothing was coming into fruition, it's because you were around that Emperor energy. That person was a blessing blocker. So even if you did have new opportunities coming in, the Emperor would end up, taking those opportunities from you. So the way the universe works, they're not going to give you what you need. They're not going to give you the money that you're looking for if you're still around people that are going to mooch off of you, because they know mentally you might be weak to the point of where you'll give in and they'll bear the fruits of your labor. So in order for that not to happen, they're just going to wait until you completely separate yourself from this Emperor. Eight of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Devil, Justice, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, the devil was definitely looming around this relationship, but it is being taken care of with justice, because this is the divine. And, they're coming to put a stop to any type of toxicity that was going on, because someone here was unable to get out of this dynamic. Like, it's like being pushed so hard to the point where you don't have any mental resilience anymore. You cannot fight for yourself in this energy. So your guides and your ancestors and God really pushed you out of this situation for your own good. Yes, it might be difficult, because if you are in a toxic relationship with the devil, there's like an addiction that you have to the other person. It's going to be painful when you do separate. You're going to be consistently tempted to want to go back in, but you have to have that strength not to go back, because you already know what's waiting for you. Sadness, pain, depression, sorrow, misery, isolation. By you focusing on self-love, you'll get that person that is truly willing to love you for who you are. Because I feel like you may have had to change yourself or be what this person wanted you to be, and that was never what was supposed to happen in this equation. As the Emperor to the Empress, that's like two divine counterparts. This person was supposed to treat you right. You were supposed to have an empire together, be rich together, but that Emperor had a choice to make, and they decided to close out that cycle with you. So now they're going to bring someone else in their energy, whether you're male or female. This is going to be a man or woman that's going to give you equal give and take. Everything that you put into other people, this new person is going to put that energy into you, but you have to heal. Because if you haven't healed and someone comes in wanting to give you genuine love, you might run away, or, you might think that it's just a game, it's just something that they're trying to do. But you have good things coming. Slowly but surely, you're healing. But you have to block this person out, because all they want is what they can get from you. And this person, they're still sexually very attracted to you. So even if they have other partners, they're still going to think of you. They're going to want to come back to you. And they see you as family, especially if this was a connection that was long-term, or you guys have children together. This is going to force this individual, the Emperor that, did all of this damage, to go within and truly soul search. The reason why I'm saying that they're never going to treat someone the way that they're going to treat you is because they're going to be forced to go within, either through isolation and truly see, the damage that they did to you. Because with the High Priestess, you've gained a newfound knowledge. Your intuition is so strong right now, you can't turn it off even if you wanted to. So it's best that you love yourself, take care of yourself, invest into yourself, and it's all going to come in, it's gonna work to your benefit in the future. This could have been a man or woman that had two people here. It is showing two females, so this is most likely like a masculine energy that decided to, play with the woman that they were married to or in a committed relationship with, decided to have mistresses and things like that, kept a lot of secrets, brought a lot of turmoil, competition in the equation, and really hurt someone that, you know, was spying all along. So I feel like you're going to learn from this situation. But right now, it's best that you work on your mental resilience, work on healing yourself, because the damage that was done was very severe to the Empress. So you may have to go get some professional help, which is okay. We all need help sometimes. But you are healing and you will recover beautifully, which you have already done. You just have a little bit more to go. And know that you're going to get your abundance. You will have happiness and joy. You will have a new love in your life. If this person made you feel like, you know, you were not enough, or that you will never find somebody else, that's not the case. You're going to actually be genuinely happy in a relationship with someone who is putting in the same amount of time, equal give and take into you. So that's the end of your reading. Bye.